Hi, welcome back to our channel, Yorgies. Let's get started in child's pose today. So, of course, you all know we've got a couple options. You can have knees together, two big toes touching, arms in front of you, forehead grounding down. All right, if you want something a little different, knees are wide. Everything else still applies. Try to ground that forehead down. Try to reach your arms really long out in front of you. And let's take a deep breath in together. Really breathe in, fill up the belly, and then let it go. Breathe out. And we'll do that again. Inhale really big. And exhale, open mouth, let it go. Be here for a few moments. Maybe start to cultivate an intention for your practice. Intention is our desired outcome. So whether that is to hit a pose or to maybe release something that you know isn't working for you anymore, maybe in your mindset. Intentions can be whatever we want them to be. So let's take one more breath in towards your intention. And as you exhale, we're going to pull ourselves forward and start to come onto our bellies. So let the legs kind of resituate here. They're just going to be nice and long against your mat. Reach your chest up really high. Take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, sit it back, child's pose. So we're going to do that a few times, little spinal wave to start our practice. Inhale, pull forward, reach the heart up. And exhale, roll back around the spine as you move. Let's do this with your own breath. So even if my cues don't match where you're at in your breath cycle, it's really just an invitation, a request. Right? You're the one who gets to show up for that invitation. It does not have to match my pace. It only has to feel good in your body. So the next time that we pull into our little cobra pose here, we're going to stay. Start to lift your thighs off the mat, your knees off the mat, and now you're in upward facing dog, really rooting down through the hands. Deep breath in, reach the chin up. And now exhale and start to come into your down dog. You're going to flip your toes the opposite way, and then start to kind of wiggle, wag your tail, bounce from side to side, and think about the chest, the armpits being really open here. We're going to rock that spinal wave from dog to up dog. So inhaling, rolling through your plank, dropping the hips, reaching the heart up, and exhaling, coming back to that down dog. So don't really pay too much attention to the feet here. The toes can stay kind of curled under for dog. Traditionally, you would round forward and then flip the toes down, but for the spinal wave, you can just kind of keep the feet in a comfortable position for you. Let's rock one more of these. We're going to land in our dog and take a little walk. So crisscrossing your steps, start to step one foot to the opposite side of the mat and keep that going until you reach the top of the mat here. You're going to land in a forward fold. So feet hip width apart. Not interlace. Clasp your elbows and just kind of keep your opposite elbow in your opposite hand. Rock side to side here. Take a little bend in the knees and just be really loose in the neck. Deep breath in and then exhale out. Keep the elbows in the hands. We're going to roll up. Inhale to reach the arms overhead. I'm going to give you a forward view here. You're going to reach the arms overhead, keep the elbows nice and clasped, and then exhale and bend to one side. Doesn't matter where you start. Inhale, center, and exhale, bend to the other side. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, center, and exhale to the right. Inhale, and let it go to the left. Now this time, reach up. Exhale, little back bend. Open the chest, push the hips forward. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, forward fold. Take it all the way down. Inhale to halfway lift. The spine is nice and straight. Tuck your chin. Exhale, plant the palms, and let's step it back. We're in our plank pose here. So really rooting down through the hands and the toes. Lift your hips so that they're kind of in line with your shoulders. And then inhale and exhale, start to fall. You can use the knees if you want to. Come into the belly. Inhale, reach up. Maybe the thighs reach up for up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal those legs a little bit longer here. And start to push the tailbone up and reach the heart back towards the knees. So a lot of times in down dog we see this. we kind of see like a rounded spine, people trying to put their heels on the floor, and so they're compromising their back and rounding it. So what you want to do is let the heels come off the floor, let the booty reach towards the sky, let the heart reach towards the knees, and now you've got a straight spine. Let's make that little walk to the head of our mat again, coming all the way up. Gonna land in your forward fold. Inhale, we'll root to rise, stand all the way up, sweep the arms overhead, and exhale, little back bend, open the chest. Inhale to reach. And now this time, exhale, sit down in a chair. Look at your feet and start to wiggle the two big toes to touch. The heels will be about 1 inch or 2 apart. Really squeeze the shoulder blades together behind you, and then round your tailbone underneath you. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, forward fold. Plant the palms. Inhale to halfway lift, long spine. And we're going to step it back, exhaling to that plank pose and all the way down to your heart opener, your back bend. Inhale. Exhale, downward dog. Lift your right leg nice and high. And then when you're ready, you're going to step that foot in between the hands. Lift your right arm, left arm stays down. Revolved side angle. Trying to keep our hand right over our shoulder. So if you're kind of not in line with the shoulder, or maybe you're twisting a little far back with the arm, try to come back into alignment. And then we're going to reach that right hand back towards the left thigh. Left arm will reach up. So kind of still a twist. Exalted warrior is the shape. Inhale. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper. We're going to open up to warrior 2. So keeping the feet kind of as they are, that left foot is going to match the back edge of your mat. Right knee is bent, reaching the arms out nice and long. And we're going to kind of go from warrior 2 to warrior 2 from side to side. So inhaling, reaching up, straightening both the knees. Exhaling, bending the left knee. Got to pivot those left toes towards the head of your mat. Inhale, reach up, star pose. And exhale, warrior 2. Let's do that one more time each side. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, warrior 2, long arms. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, bend into that right knee, warrior 2. Flip the right palm. Breathe and reach forward. Exhale, reach back, reverse warrior. Bend your right knee a little more. One more inhale. Exhale, cartwheel down around that front foot. Plant your hands, and we'll shoot back to that plank pose again. Inhale, push the floor away, and exhale, come down halfway. Stop right here. Flip those toes down. Reach the heart up. Breathe in. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, so kind of a Sun Sal B version there was what we just did. So let's roll through it again on the second side. Take a couple of deep breaths in your dog here. Always trying to melt the heart down towards the knees and the thighs. All right, left leg will lift. Inhale. Exhale, step in between the hands. Right hand down, left arm high, twist. Try to keep both arms in line with each other. Both shoulders stacked. Chest open, collarbones open. One more breath. Now use your exhale for the momentum. You're going to start to reach that left hand for your right leg. Right arm reaches up nice and high. Bend that left knee. Exalted warrior. Start to look back, reach back. And exhale, open it up. Warrior 2. Spinning that right foot down so it's the same, like parallel to the back edge of your mat. And then sink in. As you inhale, reach up, straighten the left knee. And as you exhale, the right toes turn out to the head of the mat. And now the left foot is parallel to the back edge of your mat. And let's do that again. Inhale, center. Exhale, warrior 2, left knee. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, warrior 2, right knee. One more time to the left side, where we're going to hang out for a little bit. So kind of get into that left knee. Let the arms lengthen out, drop the shoulders. Flip that left palm and then get a lot of length in the side body. Exhale, open up the left side body as you reach back. That right hand is just going to drizzle down the right leg. One more breath in. Exhale, cartwheel down. Hands around that front foot. Vinyasa is where we're going. You can always omit this and go straight into a child's pose or a downward dog, whatever is more restful for you. So for now, let's meet in a child's pose. taking knees wide or together. Maybe do what you didn't do for the first round. Reach the arms forward and start to here. That child's pose. You want to start to expand your lung capacity. Remembering what brought us to our mat. A little bit of our cat-cow here. So start to bring the wrists under the shoulders. Get those knees to fall right underneath the hips. And then get really dramatic. Drop your belly, lift your booty up, and then reach your heart forward. Look up with your eyes. Inhale. Exhale, round. We're going to stay here for a little bit. So round, push into the floor. Push into the tops of your feet even. See if you can push into your legs so much that you start to feel your shins against the mat. One more round of breath here. Keep pushing up, round that spine. When you're ready, drop the belly, inhale. Exhale, round. One more. Drop the belly, roll the heart forward. And exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin. And let's curl those toes under and start to peel our tailbone up for downward facing dog. Pedal the legs. All right. Now, typically we want to take about 3 to 5 breaths in our down dog. So as we move through class, or really any class that you take, just kind of be mindful of that. Watch your breath cycle. Watch how your practice helps your breaths get deeper and fuller over time. All right, again, we're gonna take that crisscross walk to the head of our mat. If you have a different way of getting there, by all means, it's your practice, so do you. Land at the top of your mat in a fold. Let the belly and the thighs be friends here. If you can't feel your belly and your thighs, you might look like this, all right? And that might feel like a stretch. You might feel like you're kind of stretching your hammies, but what you're actually doing is kind of pulling them apart and kind of like almost doing a little bit of damage there. So when we bend our knees, even though it might feel easy, this is a safe way to gain a little bit of flexibility in the hammies. So bear with me here. Bend your knees, and then come back to your mat again and again and again. And someday, those knees are going to straighten. All right, inhale to halfway lift. And now when you exhale, fold, but get ready to rise. We're going to scoop the whole body up towards the top of the room, and then exhale, hands to the center of the chest. And just take a moment here. Close your eyes. Check in with your intention. Why are you here? Have you lost touch with the reason that you rolled out your mat? Has it become about the poses? Have you begun to compare yourself in any way? When you're ready, bat those eyes open. We're going to reach up and then sit it down. And you know what to do here. Start to wiggle those toes together. Heels will be kind of apart. Sit back in your chair. Curl the tailbone under. Reach the arms up. Inhale. As you exhale, right arm goes back. We're going to twist. All right, so pulling that right arm back, pull the left knee back as well. And then take a look at your knees. See if they're in line. Try to line them up by pulling the hips back. Take a deep breath in. We're going to step that left leg to the back of the mat. So we're almost in our exalted warrior. Start to reach the right hand for the left hamstring. Reach up, left arm. Bend that right knee a lot. Inhale. As you exhale, warrior 2, open it up. So hanging out here, start to deepen, really bend into the knee. Swoop the arms forward, reach both arms up. You're on the tippy toes of that left foot, crescent lunge. Inhale. As you exhale, we're opening all the way up to our star pose. Pivot both feet so that they're parallel to both edges of the mat. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale. And exhale, forward fold. So legs are really wide, hands can grab for the edges of the feet, or maybe just kind of walk in line with the toes. Let the head pull through the arms. And breathe. Don't forget your breath. Always working on fuller, longer breaths, no matter if we're active or passive. 2 more breaths here. All right, lifting up halfway, inhale. We're gonna rock some side lunges. Bend into the right knee and lift up those left toes. And let's move it from side to side. So this pose has been showing up in a lot of our classes lately. It's a really good stretch for the inner thighs. Get a little stretch for the booty. And so you probably know that sometimes we offer balance practice, moving from side to side with no hands. All right, hands can always help you out if you need it. We're gonna go one more time to each side. Come on over to that right knee and hang out there for a second. All right, we're gonna pivot all the way into a lunge, drop that left knee down, and come into half splits. Pull the right toes back, start to lean the chest and the belly towards the thigh, not so much the head, because again, that's when we get that rounded spine. So lifting the heart forward and trying to sink the chest down. One more breath in. Exhale is gonna roll that foot down, lunge. So reach the arms up and then try to reach them back as well. Open up the chest. Push the hips forward. One more really big breath in. Exhale, hands are gonna come down. Pop that right foot back, so tabletop, but we're gonna keep that right leg lifted. Left hand's gonna come around, grab that right foot, little teardrop shape here. Push, pull, kick the leg. Inhale. As you exhale, left hand down, right leg shoots back. We're gonna reach the right arm up rather. So little baby side plank here. All right, try to really keep the shoulders in one line. Try to keep the hips in one line, almost like a half moon. Okay, kicking through that right foot, one more deep breath in. As you exhale, set the right foot down, right hand behind the head, really grounding into that left palm and the right foot. Okay, so what we're gonna do is hover the left knee up off the mat. Inhale, exhale, crunch, right elbow, left knee. Inhale, open up. Exhale, crunch, one more. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, crunch, hold here. Option to grab the pinky toe edge of that left foot, straighten the leg, pull the leg up. Inhale. Maybe you can keep the foot in the hand, bring it to the head of your mat, and come into a lunge. So left leg is forward. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, plant the hands. We're gonna step it back for our vinyasa. Plank pose, pull your chest down. Inhale, heart up. Exhale, down dog. So, pedal the legs. And again, even if you don't need it, here comes your reminder. Where's your breath? What can you do to try to let go of some tension and bring a deeper breath into your body? Inhale. Open your mouth and exhale out. Making your way to the head of the mat. If you'd like to take bigger steps and maybe not do the crisscross walk, go for it. Land in your fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Let's rise. Scoop those arms up, stand tall. Inhale. Hands to the center of the chest. Exhale. So wiggle the feet together. Let the heels separate a little inch or two. Toes, big toes together. Sit down in your chair. Reach the arms high. So look down at your toes, make sure you can see all 10. Maybe you need to sit up out of your chair a little bit. And let's refine. Tuck the tail, reach the arms back. Inhale. Exhale, twist to the left. So left arm behind us, starting to reach the arms away from each other. Take a deep breath in. Sit down a little deeper on your exhale. Now this time, right leg is gonna go to the back of the mat. Inhale to reach that left hand for the right hamstring. Right arm's gonna reach up, left knee bends a little deeper, exalted warrior. Inhale. Exhale, warrior 2. Open it up. We're gonna stay right here for a second. Opening the chest. Coming into our crescent lunge. Let's swoop the arms forward. You're on the tippy toes of the right foot. Reach back, inhale. Exhale, sink a little deeper. All right, rising up into our star pose. All the toes are gonna turn to the same direction. Reach the arms out, power stance. Grow really big here, take up space. Exhale, forward fold, take it all the way down. Now, maybe you can do something that you didn't do before, like taking an interlaced grip behind the back. All right, sometimes it's nice to do like downward dog hands and kind of push the hands and send the booty back. And then opposite, sometimes it's nice to crawl the hands. There for 2 more breaths. Start to halfway lift, deep breath in, and we'll work those side lunges. So Skandasana from the right to the left. And again, you can keep the hands down. Maybe you go hands heart, work that balance. All right, there's many ways to do all the poses. So don't get stuck in the mindset that there's only, one right way, because that is not the case. We're going to land here on the left leg, pulse a little bit, and turn this into our lunge. So come forward, spin all the toes to face the front of the mat, drop that right knee, and let's go half splits. Pull the left toes up. And then you're sending the hips back, but you're reaching the heart forward. That's what's making you feel that stretch in the left leg. Take one more inhale. And exhale to roll into the lunge. On your breath in, lift up the arms. Start to reach back. Inhale. Sink into it on your exhale. All right, hands are going to come down. Tabletop kind of, but we're taking that left foot into the sky. Reach back with the right hand. See if you can take hold of that left ankle. Kick into the hand. Pull the foot with the hand. Inhale. As you exhale, right hand down. Start to open it up. Side plank. Left arm is going to peel up. Try to keep the shoulders stacked. Kick through that foot like you're kicking a wall. And when you're ready, left foot will drizzle down. Left hand behind the head. Ground into that right foot. Right hand, rather. And we're actually going to lift the whole right leg up. Exhale, crunch, elbow to knee. Inhale, open. And exhale, crunch. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, crunch. Hold here. You got it. Maybe if you want to, you grab the outside blade of that right foot, maybe straighten the leg, and then start to pop that right foot up. Take a deep breath into your lunge. And exhale, vinyasa. Plank. Pull down. Inhale, reach up. Send the big 2 toes to touch. Child's pose. Knees are nice and wide. Forehead melting down. If you'd like to add a little chest opener, you're going to bend your elbows, take your hands in prayer, and maybe reach your thumbs for the back of your neck. Practice is what you make it. So anytime you kind of find yourself coming back to your intention or refocusing on your breath, just give yourself grace. If you kind of floated off to a different place, that's totally fine. It's totally normal. It is a practice to stay present just as much as it's a practice to like get your splits or something. It takes time. Give yourself that time. Let's go one more breath. Exhale, let it go. All right, we're going to pull into a plank position. Promise you that we're starting to cool down now. Come into your plank. Start to wiggle the feet together. So let's start with the right side first. So we're going to roll onto the left edge of the left foot. So like the pinky toe edge of the left foot, I guess I'm trying to say. Reach your right arm up. Reach your right leg up. Take that right foot and stick it behind your left leg. You're going to reach the hips up. Wild thing, flip dog. Reach that right arm back, back, back. And when you're ready, come back to your side plank. Reach the right arm up. Take that right foot and stick it right in front of your hips. Okay, you're going to lower all the way down onto that left hip. Roll onto the booty. And now you're kind of in a seated twist. So you want the right foot outside of the left knee. Give that knee a hug in. Left arm is going to wrap around that right leg. Right hand's going to come behind you. So push into your right fingers and lift the crown of your head towards the ceiling. Take a breath in. And on your exhale, twist. Try to look over your right shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, twist a little further. We're gonna come back on an inhale. Take that right foot and let's move it to the inside of the left thigh. So going in for forehead to knee, we're gonna reach the arms up, inhale. Exhale, reach towards that left leg. Let the arms kind of just drape down around the leg. If you want more action in this pose, you're gonna flex the toes back and pull onto the foot with the hands. Pull your belly, your heart, your head close to that left leg. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. All right, start to roll it up. We're gonna go to pigeon pose with the right leg forward. So keep the right leg where it is, kind of start to swoop that left leg behind you. And then however you need to resituate so that it, feels accessible to you. If you need to add blocks or blankets, basically where you would put those is anything that's not touching the floor. So like if your left isn't touching the ground, if your right butt is touching the ground, slide some props under there. And when you're ready, take a deep breath in. And exhale to fall into your pigeon. There's a lot of ways to kind of melt down here. So maybe you stay lifted on a block or on the elbows. All right, sometimes, honestly, you can just kind of take your hands into your, or your face into your hands and just chill out here. All right. If you really want to take up some space and get into your flexibility, just melt all the way down to the floor. And then start to check in with the body. Where do I feel space? Where does this feel really easy? And where do I feel constricted? Where does it feel like my work is in this pose? Okay, one of the biggest parts about yoga is starting to get to know your body. And then that starts to creep into getting to know like the inner you. So any amount of awareness is good. On your next inhale, let's start to lift the chest up. Bring the hands under the shoulders. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, we're going to curl those left toes under and come to a three-legged dog here. So kick that right leg high and just kind of give it a little shimmy, a little shake. All right. Let's come into down dog. And roll into our plank. All right, you're going to walk the feet together, and this time we're going to the pinky toe edge of the right foot. So spin that right leg, lift your left arm nice and high, lift your left leg nice and high. The left leg is going to come behind the right, pop those hips up, wild thing. Pet your little plant if you have one. Inhale, reach back. Coming back to our side plank first, so moving slow. Stack it up. Take that left foot and stick it right in front of your hips. You're going to lower all the way down onto the right hip and then just kind of move on to the right booty. So you're coming into that seated twist. Pull your left knee into the chest. Right elbow wraps around the left knee. Left hand behind you. Reach the crown of the head up. Exhale, twist. Reach your gaze, your chest, everything towards the back wall. One more breath in. Little deeper on your breath out. We're going to come back on the inhale. Rotate to center. Left foot, right inner thigh. Reach the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, Janu Sirsasana, forehead towards the knee. Again, it's passive and maybe just a little like gravity and breath doing the work, or it's active and body is really kind of engaged here, and you're pulling those right toes back. Pull onto the right foot. Let's go one more round of breath. Exhale, let it all go. Roll up. All right, pigeon pose. So start to bring that right leg behind you. Left leg is already forward. Walk back with the right leg. And then I didn't mention this on side one, but just look back and make sure that your heel and your toes are in line with your ankle. Reach your chest forward, deep breath in, and then exhale. Drape it down. Decide what kind of sleepy pigeon you'd like to be in for this side. And then drop in. Start to let go. And even though this isn't a passive stretch, right? This is a very active stretch. It gets real pretty fast. Still come back to your intention, just like we did in child's pose. Still expand your lung capacity. Always working on deepening, whether we are in an active posture or a little more relaxed posture. Let's go one more cycle of breath. Really big inhale. Maybe open your mouth and exhale out. And just start to slowly come back up. Hands will come under the shoulders, and we're going to kick back to that three-legged down dog. So when you're ready, kick the right knee up off the mat and lift that left leg. Maybe give a little shimmy, a little shake. All right. Let's come into Malasana in the middle of our mat. Walk the feet in, and then turn the heels inward and the toes outward. You want the legs about as wide as the mat. So spine will be as straight as you can get it. Now, some of us, it'll look different. So again, don't compare your pose to my pose. Just close your eyes and feel it. Feel the stretch on the inner thighs, maybe rock side to side a little bit. Tuck your chin and just allow your neck to be nice and long. Inhale. As you exhale, we're going to sit down. So sit in between your feet. Let's bring the feet out long or the legs out long in front of us. Give them a little shake. And then if you want to, you can bend the knees for this. Reach your arms out and start to roll down, coming onto our backs. Gonna hug the knees in towards the chest and rock from side to side for a second here. Happy baby is where we're going. Kick the feet up to the sky. Pull the knees down towards the armpits. And just, again, enjoy a little more opening for the hamstrings. It's a wind relieving posture, so it should be really nice for you to be able to catch your breath here. Let go of any thoughts that are creeping in about what you have going on today and try to stay right here in your beautiful body. I'm going to let the left leg go long down the mat, hug the right knee in. And when you're ready, just pass that right knee over to the left side of the mat and open up your right arm like it's a wing, looking over your right shoulder. Supine twist. Supine is anything when we're on our back, so it just means lying down. Let's come back to center. Inhale. Switch it out on the exhale, right leg long. Hug that left knee in. And then pass it over to the right side. Open up the left arm long. And check in with the differences. Maybe there's a side that you kind of favor more than the other. And that less dominant side is calling for your attention. Inhale. Let it go on the exhale. Let's come back to center. Deep breath in. Hug your knees into your chest, forehead up to your knees, and let's find a little yogi ball here. Take in a breath of gratitude for yourself, and on your exhale, let's come into our Shavasana. Just a couple of minutes here in Shavasana to allow yourself to integrate. Right? You probably hear that a lot at the end of a yoga class. And what does it mean? So it's just like we've been talking about. Even though Shavasana is pretty passive for the body, even though it's important for that passiveness in the body, the action is kind of within on this one. A lot of people think that you have to stop your thoughts in Shavasana, you have to meditate. And that is like the overall goal. But in order to get there, what we have to do as beginners is give ourselves permission to just be as we are. So whatever's going on in your head right now, whatever thoughts you're having about how right or wrong you did this class, do your best to just accept yourself and allow yourself to be. I'm going to leave you in Shavasana today, yogis. Thanks for joining us. Namaste.